Hello, there. Mr. Kimmy. All good thing, Mr. Rook. How are you? Long good. It's a while since I've seen one of one of the one of one of Mr. Eddie Rook's rants. All good. Hi. Nice to see when you were recall certain names, then you see the right step. Yes. That sounds like come on. Stop it. What? No intent at all. Oh dear, how am I going to get out of that? Intent will always sound like it's not. Shamrock. Oh. It's not always pretend. There are good lives out there that would, well, would just help for, not for reasons like these. There are hearts out there. Can be a dark and think of what the heart means. Because it's not in the same frame of the comedy that was of the past. Well, they didn't giggle at the jokes said. They giggled somewhere. It's hard to win some. So that's all right. I don't shoot. That's why I take myself out of Master, Grandmaster sense. It's about how selfish. In that respect, yes. One could have helped some of those work with your selfish when you think of your own career, your own life, where you're gonna take you, what you're gonna do. Shishi CCTV. They're not defined. La la la. Do you find that the gets real fast? It thinks like this. For 2 45 minutes. Southwest. Myself up in the morning. Adequate sleep doesn't work. What part? It never goes in that way. There's always a story somewhere. Cool. Do you recall? No, you won't. Do you recall? No, you don't. A sedation or reaction, whatever you present. Oh, man. Okay. Did we always sound like we were on a video something, mommy? Don't ask the dude. Okay. Let's read them kind of questions. All the conversations we had were also okay. What's up? New towers. Well, you can present that. You can't. Worthless little. Okay. Quite ganz was. Right. Da 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 da. course. And around. Top costs. All talk. All talk. That's the way it was. That's the way it always was. Well, take it with a. Why was a pinch of salt? Why not a spoon? Make it nice and kid. You want to fulfill that role, so would you? No, it's not. Are you going to? We're offering an interview. Well, it's an auto one that went that way. That route. Reservoir. So all done. You have to consider breathing for the one that can't. Why you would not consider health? What's the purpose of you? It's always unclean for you, yes. The unclean route. So what position do you fulfill? What role are you in? We need to work. We need to improve that part, yes. Not for me. For one, that's the power. So you don't have powers. One, that's the power. may not do what you want, from what it seems. Some days, at least. It's not called for sun because it was not here. It's called for the breeze, whatever it is. It becomes daily. It's gonna put you off. Can you take the pain? It's not feeling. Think. Life? Put that inside. Really? You gotta talk back attention. Alice. Okay? This is gonna go weird. Boy. Is it? Then you do not fulfill the purpose in what? Just one second. God. No more pizza. For a week. Follow my normal policy. Just to improve me. It's not to take on anyone down. It's just what can you take? That's not always going to work. Well, you're not even used to the low kicks. Again, you have to get used to the low kicks. What's the purpose of being short balls? This is a competition rules. I don't say. Help. Rosenberg, could you? That's the way it goes, you know that. Not pull a move off. No, you couldn't do it. It's personal. It's like that. You would know why. It's that act. Honest. I can hear the alarm. What are you going to do? Oh well. Hold it back. New. Think new. Or I want to think, oh, it's going to fall like a move for a while. I know I'm master, sir. I would have to accept student. Why then? That's what that is. If only. Why? It's carefree. That's it. Would you give it any work up for that? Would you give up the work you do? Check this. Go on, would you? I'm not going to shake your hand. That's the audience. But go on, would you? You wouldn't. Security. Good man's made out of security. Now, how can you keep the face on straight for that you hate? Once more. I ain't gonna tell the phone when I did that. So when the curtains close, tell a story. Why always a -% of life in just life in general? Why always a -%? How do you remove and put in something well? There's still a future. Well, there's always a future. The past just, well, if it's good memories, it makes you feel good. Oh. I think you are pushed, no. I think you are putting a move back. You're going beyond the boundary. You're trying to talk that you might have a particular tactic and that you would know what you really were, and that was that's what you're to. Not even a particular play, just a particular script. What's that? And that would result with all success. That's it. Oh dear. Seriously. Successes. The life roots and path roots. True success. Well, everyone has put themselves down to conclude with you, the player. You're the player. You're the player, the man. Boy, girl. And that was a victory. That was the victory in the point. So you did not try with any pretend in terms of any activity that gives you any finance, constructive. We just want to conclude that the plain script is for you to do anything. Oh dear. You do know that you are walking with a castle. They used to put them on the bikes in the old days. Sound like a motorhome. But the castle was replaced. The castle was replaced. Oh dear. So what's the roots of success in that result? You claim to have the act like a particular one. Yes. The player. And it's an understand. So why do you lock yourself down at one minute? I'm going to ask that particular question. So that's for you. Axe forward. Who's forward? Any pathways to success up here? Really? We just need to wait and then continue. Well, it seems that then one can't get that girl or no. Oh dear. There does seem to be a bit of a gender concern in that fact. Yeah. Hey. So no one will now get that. That's it. One can't get that together because they have success. And the futures now. The award or the conclude that you with a player, that you win, there is a victory. The purpose ends. Finally, you have got one. Now the skull can be put to rest. At least for one. Or to sleep. Why I should not declare it. The concern will be protected. Just 1 hour of sleep. We do not fulfill the rules what everyone else would. Go on, let's hear the story. Let's hear the reasons. Sorry. That wasn't you, that was you. That was you. You can't put the shift on. Well, it went too straight for a second. So please tell. Go on. There was a distraction for a second. We're sorry. Go on. Sorry. No, the boy that cried. Well, okay. But can you root? Go on, please tell. Boy cried. Yes. That's too fast. Particular acts relate to you because they look like. So why would you not get you out of look like? You would always look at the surface. You do not look behind the surface. Have you learnt what you have learnt from the surface, or have you ever looked beyond the surface? It's not to say whether one's got the good look or whether one's not. It's, do you look beyond the surface? Do you look not in? Yeah, do you look in? At all? Or do you see life from the walk like square blocks? You know she's alive. You know what you like. The descriptor of a mimer's character. You can portray it. And you want that particular image. So, continue, sorry. There was a distraction for a minute. You would understand that purpose, wouldn't you? At that very particular minute. Oh no, we've gone into the dreams that you have. Right. So we thought that we were going to get sorry for reasons, but now we're going to have to listen to the description of what the dreams were in some particular. Well, it's still life, so you have to feel like that. Yes. So please tell, go on. Okay, we're going behind the point. And we can continue. Well, there's not yet there. Not because you want to. Well, one made me feel guilty that I have done that. I've done something naughty. Ooh, on a report. A tutor wrote that you had no maturity. Where would they get the Why? Well, one was in a particular crazy mood on a particular day. One had to run. But that's me. That's because that would know you from. Go on, tell the story. What were the reasons? Doesn't sound sorry. It sounds like the dream would become normal. Go on. Put it to the paper. Yes, it did not work. Go on. You mentioned it once. Let's get to the point. But that's being not kind. Go on. You are to use money for what purpose? Oh, I like how you direct that's in the root. I want. Good. Who gave me a particular question at a particular minute? A prompt to make myself sound like I would just not work. Go on, this up. You were known because you were told. Who told you? What did they tell you? To ask a question at particular minutes. Yes? In particular. What was the question? Them reasons you will give, yes? The sorry will give you them particular reasons. Please tell me. After all that, you get in an ulterior. Part of the cell inside there. So go on. What are you doing there? Why are you always ulterior? If you are to give sorry the reasons and then try the ulterior, what would that tell you? For? You can't help it. That's normal. But then why would you proceed with the sorry and reasons and then go with the ulterior? The word swap, the ulterior. And it then seems like the intent's not me, the intent's all around you. The intent then, well, I won't want to talk that it would smell. But then it sounds like a wolf. Yes? And what would that tell you for? The intent, sorry, the theory, the word swap, tactics when we used to talk in the past, and playing tactics, dirty tactics, the worst ones. Why is it always ulterior? Word swap, the route to hide, the route to not talk with any honesty, with any sense, with any decency, with any intent, good intent. Oh, I see. It's like a title that falls before you. It's a descriptor that falls before you. You are to find out, work out, or script intent in full. You put it on a board and you place it there. One, talk. And so now, I would not want to use a specific, the news that one's put the here too, because that will give you an auto react, and that's the end of the talk. But with the question of reasons, you have then said talk sorry, and then you have gone to the ulterior, the word swap. What would that tell you? That means you are not decent person. After all that, then what? But I would not want to portray that to the world for you. I mean, that's not good. I mean, if you ain't gonna look decent, and I am who I am, I think it's gonna look like I'm gonna look worse. Yes, sound worse, look worse, but it's gonna look like that. So please tell. Why would you always use an ulterior specific minute? Because you were tutored, taught from specific lives, individuals. So why could you not question them? Why can you not learn from them? Why would you have to ask me? Why would you have to ask ours? Mine. Why would you have to ask my report? Why would you have to cut in between immediate households? Between mama and boy? Between mama and girl? Between sex and sex? Why? You would cut in immediate talks. Well, I didn't want you to social work, but guy. They always, they will call any with ulterior motives within all, it's ulterior motives within me, it's ulterior motives, it's ulterior motives in full. We cannot deny that we all have ulterior motives, whatever we do. Yes? But would you go on an unclean play, act, we try to refer it, tact would be the descriptor one way to put it still. Would you go on an ulterior motive for that particular purpose, the duration that you are present wherever you were? Guy. And then the guilt party here. How? You have to then stand there in confusion. I don't know how that works. How can you put the guilt back on me? So I must take myself to a zone where I must work that out. I'm going to put a year in, I'm going to put another year in, I'm going to put another, I'm going to put months in, I'm just going to put my duration in of why I must guilt until, I must guilt all my life. What purpose? Well, I must find out. So you need to go through these things. You can't go through one prayers, you need to go through all. You need to go through non-prayers, you need to go through full. Why would the guilt have to direct back to me when it's not always ulterior motive, but it's ulterior motive to, please tell me, or to me, or by me, or whatever we do. God, you won't just think, you must understand if you have cause to break what's life for one you would want to see, or you want to know always perfect. Immediate would always mean you would want it perfect in there, well, at least the top. Yes? All of you, not just one. There's no I won't talk to you for the rest of life. Well, the drama does take over some particular area. So in other words, work on site and try to improve. Well, if you want to break it down, put it into real words, yes. Guy. Right. If all the hate was to go to you, what would you do? You do not have any hate back. But whatever's not going to hurt you, if it would hurt anyone around you, or you would break or cause immediate not to have talks or have some kind of influence because of the locality, because of the way the works from the locality point of view. Would it appeal to the rest of the land? We wouldn't know until we go out to the city. We are not to do that. Return to the locality. But does that really hand you what ulterior motives have? If one was to talk, that's the point which you must make between what's on site